And you're back to Prime Morning. My name is Asiedua Akumia. It's time for Women in Business. Now, you know that during this segment, we bring you women who are doing amazing, who are, achieving massive strides, and they share their journey with you to encourage you, to empower you, in case you would want to, or you see women like these as mentors, as role models. So we bring them up close. We bring you very close to them, to know exactly who they are, and we want you to also learn a lot from their journey as well. And so before we get started into who my guest is and for her to share her journey with us, just to remind you that if you know that you have a very busy schedule, and just looking at how rainy it's been for months now, you most probably find it very hard going to the market, going through the hustle and bustle of, everything that goes on in the market, and shopping to come and stock up your home with foodstuffs and all that. Probably is just quite tiresome for you. So Makana Market says that don't worry, relax, be in the comfort of your homes, be in the comfort of your offices. They got you. All you have to do is to just download the app, go on Google Play Store, type Makana Market, Makana Market, or you can go to the App Store and type Makana Market as well. Get the app on your phones. Anything that you want to purchase from the market, they have it on the app, and you can do your buying from the comfort of your homes and your offices. Now, the cool thing about Makana Markets is that the prices that you see on the markets is the same one that you get on the app. So you don't need to worry about the fact that there's a high possibility that Makana Market prices will be quite higher than what's really on the market. They bring you farm gate prices, so you don't need to worry about that at all. And they will deliver to your doorstep. Isn't that interesting? So, like I said, go on Google Play Store, go on App Store and download Makana Market and get shopping. They are saying that Omama Jomko ayememremrem. And so for those of you that will want to get in touch with them, you can get them on all social media platforms at Makana Market, or you can go to their website at www.makanamarket.com, or you can call this number 059 2429299, 059 2429299. That is for Makana Market. And a huge thank you to Nutri-Snacks Oats Digestive. Like I always say, if you want to go on a diet and you want to still enjoy something delicious and something healthy at the same time, opt for Nutri-Snacks Oats Digestive. It is great for the body. It is full of fiber. It is full of all the nutrients, the vitamins that you need. It is perfect not only for kids, but for you adults as well. So opt for Nutri-Snacks Oats Digestive. Now let's get started with Women in Business. My guest today, for those of you that love education, for those of you that love women empowerment, younger women empowerment to be precise, this woman's story, it's a force to reckon with, and I can't wait for her to share her journey with us. She was announced, or she was the overall or the most outstanding teacher at last year's edition of overall best teacher in the whole of Ghana. Let me just put it that way. That is her title. And she went home with a 3-bedroom apartment worth 300,000 Ghana cedis. Not only that, she won a trip to Dubai. Not just that, she won a Get Fund scholarship to study abroad as well. Now, someone would ask that right after all these, what has she been up to? What has she done? But before this award or this recognition came to her, who was she? What exactly was she doing? What made her outstanding for government to say that you are doing immensely well, and so you need to be recognized as the outstanding teacher of the whole of Ghana? Now, this took place in Tamale last year. My guest today is Stella Jima Labi. Good morning.
Good morning, Asiedua.
How are you?
I'm super and blushing, you can see that.
So off air, before we came on here, I made her know that I am aware that she had long, beautiful hair. but Stella decided to go bold. And I'm interested in knowing what happened. Because usually, you see, people say that when a woman cuts her hair, she's about to embark on a whole new journey. So a whole new vibe, a whole new energy. So she feels that when she cuts her hair, it's going to, empower her afresh. Was that the same with you?
Partially, yes. It took a while to decide that I wanted this new look. It took a while. I feel that there's so much that needs to be unleashed, and I needed to let go of something to have something.
What did you need to let go?
A fresh start.
A fresh start.
Fresh looks.
Okay.
Fresh everything for the new chapter of my life.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So before you won Best Teacher, Outstanding Teacher in the whole of Ghana, you were and you are still teaching English language at Adenta Community Junior High School.
Yeah.
Right. So what was it exactly, would you say, that made you stand out amongst a lot as a teacher?
So I got this question come a couple of times. And aside everything, if you ask me what makes me outstanding, number one, I would say grace. Number two is hard work. So going the extra mile, being innovative, daring to make a difference in the classroom, and going beyond the classroom. And so to become outstanding teacher, my mother would say that everybody is outstanding because a lot of people are teaching.
Yeah.
A lot of people are innovating, as I said I'm doing. But what distinguishes you is the grace for me, because I was doing everything, but except the grace picks you out, you cannot be celebrated.
Let's come to you personally. Who are you?
Who am I? So I'm Stella Jima Labi, but I love a Jima Labi because Jima helps me create an identity for myself as a Ghanaian, as that woman who wants to help create a difference in the space of young people and teachers. I believe that the foundation is the young person. And I believe that the teacher spends a lot of time with a young person. And so touching the teacher directly also affects the child. And so basically, if you ask me who am I, I'm that woman passionate about making a change.
How was growing up like?
Growing up wasn't all that rosy. I grew up partially with my auntie and then my father. With my auntie, I used to sail before going to school in the morning. It wasn't bad because it helped shape me. It helped toughen my skin to become who I am today. And so I remember I would sail at the Achimota station.
What were you selling?
Buffaloes.
Buffaloes. So
yes.
so you were preparing it yourself?
Yes. And then I can fry it actually. I've sold pure water, I've sold fish, I've sold slippers. I think I've sold everything apart from human beings. Yes.
But you started off selling Puff Puff?
Before Puff Puff, it was pure water.
How old were you?
I think at earlier class 3, I started selling.
Class 3?
Yes.
What made you sell?
Because that was what my auntie was doing.
So she was selling pure water?
No, she was selling other things with the pure water inclusive. And so when you close from school, she expects that you support her. And so I'll take it round.
So is it that at that point you were not getting support from your mother?
I was getting everything, but for those who have lived with some people, even with their mothers, they still support them.
Yes.
They still go around to sell for them. So not like child abuse or anything, but offering support to who is supporting you or to whom you're living with.
So your mother was okay with you supporting your aunt?
Yes. Yeah, in some way they were not happy, but...
in some way they were not happy?
That's how it is, yes. In some way they were not happy.
So you were selling pure water and you started selling Puff Puff. What made you graduate to Puff Puff?
Because she moved to sell Puff Puff.
Okay, so you were still helping your
Yes,
auntie.
I was moving.
You were moving
So when
with
she was
her.
selling earring, I was selling earring with her. And then she moved to bags, and I sell bags as well. She moved to sell slippers, and I sell slippers as well. And when we come to what actually inspired me to stay in teaching, it's that space. Because I realized that...
The space of selling.
The space of selling. I realized that as I was selling at Achimota, I met a lot of young people. And these young people didn't see the essence of being in school.
Oh.
And so after selling, some of them thought that, oh, that's okay. Oh, that's fine.
But were you making money? What was your auntie paying you for helping
no.
her? She wasn't paying
No,
you.
she wasn't paying
So all the
me.
monies that you would get from the sales, you would give to her?
Yes.
And she would
But she
give you
would
nothing?
support me. She would give me new shoes to wear, new dresses to wear.
And don't you think that they were from your mother? And she was probably just making it look like it was from her?
No.
Okay.
No. In fact, she is virtually my mother.
Right.
Yeah, she's virtually my mother. I feel that space was just a grooming stage.
Yeah.
It was just a grooming stage. So not abuse, as I stated earlier, but for all those who have gone through that phase, if you talk to them, they will tell you that it toughened them. It made them better. That's not to say that those who didn't sell or go through any challenges are not better, but it makes the story rich.
When you were growing up, what language was spoken at home?
So I speak Ga. Fanti, I speak Fanti as well. And Chi, and Latin.
Okay. And then you became an English teacher?
Yes.
Okay. Right. So now let's come to you winning the Outstanding Teacher of the Year in 2022. Let's come to what you've been able to achieve with that platform.
It's been a beautiful experience. So before the Outstanding Teacher, I was doing a lot of things in my corner, but the Outstanding Teacher projected me the more, because I tell my friends that when Ghana didn't know me, the world knew me.
How?
Yes, because I get invitations to go travel outside the country and make presentations to teachers. So my first presentation in 2021, I spoke to teachers in Argentina. In 2022, I was there. Tucuman, they have this annual conference for education, for teachers especially. They gather them, they bring in teachers from all over the world to converge at the point to inspire them. We believe that the teacher is key to transformation. And so if the teacher is holistically not fit, you cannot get a fit learner. Psychologically, the teacher should be sound. Physically, emotionally, every aspect of the teacher counts. And so in Argentina, what they do is they bring the teachers together every year to inspire them with the stories from other teachers, and then with key things to consider as a teacher. So my first presentation like this, I spoke on the 21st century teacher, where we strike the balance between the old teacher and the new teacher. The old teacher would just teach, but the new teacher would demonstrate. Let's demonstrate. Let's bring you on board. What are you also learning in your space as a young person? Bring it to the table. Just facilitation, that's the new teacher. Not just come like a sage on stage. A-B is got to see.
Like how it was done before.
Exactly. So there is a new phase with the teaching. And so I spoke on the teacher, the 21st century teacher. And last year I spoke on the teacher and personal branding.
Where was this?
In Argentina.
Okay.
Yeah, so the teacher and personal branding. And I remember I gave an acronym, SHINE. The rebranded teacher SHINE. And the S was set new standards. The H is health. And so if you want to become an outstanding teacher, it calls for you setting new standards. It calls for you helping without expecting help. Because all the time, when we offer any service, we want something in return.
In return, yeah.
But I'm a testimony. I've offered help. My travel, I'll make reference to it all the time. My travel, for instance, my first presentation, I didn't take anything. They asked me, what is your charge? And I said, nothing.
Why?
I was led not to charge.
You were led?
Yes. I was led not to charge. I didn't know God was preparing something more.
Okay.
And so I said, you offer help without expecting anything in return. You innovate. And so you shouldn't be that static teacher who is, accustomed to all the old traditions, all the old theories. Can you formulate your own theories to suit what is being structured in the curriculum? You do that, then you shine. You network. I've got opportunities because of the people I've come into contact with. What you do with your network as a teacher, there's a bigger platform there for all of us to tap from. But your network determines your net worth, and the recommendations and the opportunities. And the E in the shine, I said that the rebranded teacher engages. So you engage in materials, learning materials. You ask questions. As you do that, you shine. Yeah.
So you set standards.
Help.
You help. You're innovative. You network. And then
you engage.
You engage.
And the engagement includes you learning, and asking questions. There are people who came before you as a teacher. And so once you ask questions, this new thing that you've innovated, how was it done? Can I also learn the same way?
Yeah.
And so one of my projects, the Teacher Projects Fair, where teachers will share innovations, what you've done in your classroom. We believe that others can also learn. And so we share innovations for others to learn. And so that is there. And then also, I had this project, Applaud Teacher Award.
Applaud Teacher Award.
Yes. So I put it together because in 2019, so it didn't just take a day to become the national best teacher.
Yes.
I won the outstanding teacher for my district, Adenta. I won outstanding teacher in Greater Accra before Ghana. And so in the process, wherever you get to, they ask, have you been recognized by any institution?
Okay.
Have you been recognized? And along the way, I realized I wasn't having, sometimes parents will give you cloth, they'll give you things, but we were not really considering it as an acknowledgement. And so when I came back after that journey, I said, okay, what can I do? And so I started Applaud Teacher Award, where we liaise with the learners in the schools, as well as the school authorities, and we come surprise you, the teacher. And so without your knowledge, we come present you with a citation. We believe that a little clap, little words,
it goes a long way to encourage you the more to do more.
Exactly.
Right.
So Applaud Teacher Award is there. And then I also have the Roll with Them. So read and write with them. So this is a community project. I go to the communities, gather the children, and then I read with them. I was doing that before Outstanding Teacher and still doing. But after Outstanding Teacher, I realized that I got in touch with a school for the blind, and I realized they are beautiful. So not just what we see, but inside of them, they've got beautiful things that needs to be on earth. And so at the Accra World Book Capital, where there was a reading session, where I moderated the session with the president and some other learners, I was drawn towards starting a reading club at the School for the Blind. And when we started, I realized that we're not having embossers. So the embossers are what we use to convert the text to Braille.
Right.
And so we have the photocopier, they have the embossers in a photocopier form where they print out the hard text into Braille for the learners to read. And this has become a challenge because the reading can be effective when the learners have access to the materials, but the school doesn't have the embossers. And so that's a project that I'm championing even beyond Teacher Prize. I believe that the last time we spoke about inclusivity.
Yes.
And so giving equal access to everybody irrespective of your background.
Okay, very interesting. So let's come to the supports that you get in all the projects that you're currently embarking on. The funding, sponsorships, all that.
So if you're watching me, come and sponsor me, okay? It's been a challenge.
Okay.
But one of the things that I say is that whatever you set your eyes on to do, with or without money, you can achieve it if you keep pushing. And so for most of the projects that I've run, it's self-funded, family-funded, friends-funded.
Okay.
Yes, self-funded, family-funded, and friends-funded. And you drop proposals and they're not looking at it. I don't know whether they are looking or they are not. I've dropped a couple of them. The support is not coming. But that has not been a challenge to embarking on whatever that I want to do.
You end up starting them regardless.
Regardless, because I believe that just take the step and the help will follow.
Because, you know, someone would say that, yes, the teaching job doesn't really pay in Ghana. So how are you getting money to still fund them?
So my mentor, one of my mentors, she said I say one of them because now I've got a couple of mentors, Dr. Ifwaya Kohine. She was telling somebody that she uses all her salary to do these projects. Oh. Now, not like she was telling somebody, that I use all my money.
Yeah.
Now, 10 years in one. You see how out of the blues, God made me the outstanding teacher of the year? The money I was investing got accumulated.
Okay.
Are you getting the point here? And so I believe that whatever seed that you sow
today,
you're going to reap it. It might not come now, but it piles up. When you put the seed in the soil, it goes through the heating stage, the rotting stage. That is the challenges that you encounter when you want to make that beautiful thing or see that beautiful thing. And so the salary might not be big enough, but making impact is bigger when they come back with smiles and you see them excelling in their space.
The machine you want to provide for the blind, how is it going?
So I've spoken to a couple of people. What I've planned, what I'm doing now is to touch people. So if you are donating one, we don't have it in Ghana, but if you want to buy it, one costs around 5,000 cedis. So if, let's say, Siedwa wants to donate one Mboza, and then somebody else wants to donate the other, then we can get about 5 Mbozas or 10 Mbozas. So each class gets access to an Mboza. Then we can have them as good readers. Because when you spend time with them, you see that some of them are really ready to read, ready to explore. We are looking at their learners, the blind learners, writing their own books where we will publish it. It will come to pass and we will come here and launch it. And so once they get these Mbozas to read more, because you can only give what you have. If you are not reading, what are you going to put down on the paper? Because you'll not be able to put words together to construct meaningful sentences. You'll not be able to express yourself well. You'll not be able to use different expressions. And so encouraging them, getting them to start reading, we eventually translated them, putting their books together.
This is really beautiful, Stella, and I hope that you get all the equipment, the necessary supports that you need to get this done, and every other project that you're embarking on, because it's for the benefit of these children. And so, Stella, before we go, final words that you want to put out there.
Okay, so we didn't talk about my new project. You can talk about it. The Outstanding Teacher Summit. As the Outstanding Teacher of the Year, is there a legacy that we can leave? Of course, there's the legacy. And so the Outstanding Teacher Summit is here. It has created a platform where all teachers will get the opportunity to project their innovations. Some people are in the villages, they are doing amazing things, but nobody gets to hear of it. The Outstanding Teacher Summit is going to run in other regions where teachers will come together to showcase what they've done to inspire others. We also believe that beyond the award, let's bring the past winners together. Let's create a platform for them to share their experiences. You've won, and so what? After the award, what next? show us, this is what I've been up to, and I still need your support to come in. And finally, I want to say thank you to all the sponsors for the Ghana Teacher Prize. You are doing amazing, but I feel there is more that can be done. Instead of the 300,000 cedis, we want to see a key to a home. And so handle the key to a home, and then it'll complete the thing.
So you were not given the home, you were given the money?
Yes.
So you were given the money to purchase the home?
Yes.
So did you?
Yes, but it's not up to the money.
Oh.
Yes. Some people will say that it's possible you can build with a 300,000, but there is still more that can be done to inspire the teacher.
Right.
Yeah.
Stella Jimalabi, thank you very much for being here. My guest for Women in Business today has been Stella Jimalabi, who is the overall best teacher back here in Ghana for the year 2022. Let's support our teachers in the best way possible. And so, Stella, thank you once more for being here, and all the best.
Thank you for having me
in your future projects. And so, viewers, this is where we end this conversation. My name is Asiedu Akumia.